Okay, we're going to go over the same type of question we've just done. Again, it's called distributive property. We called them multiplying polynomials. And the method we used last time was FOIL. This time we're going to use something called the rainbow method. Okay? So with FOIL, we talked about multiplying the first terms, then the outside terms, then the inside terms, then the last terms. That was the process to it. It's essentially the exact same thing, but instead of having to write that acronym out on the side, we just kind of use logic going through this. So, distributive property, if you recall, I'm going to write a question very similar to the one we have up here just on the side. We're going to say 7 times negative 5x. So this would be without that bracket 3x plus 7. Distributive property is essentially we take the number on the outside and multiply by both terms inside of the bracket. This is the same idea, but we have to do it with 2 terms in this question. So 3x being the first term. We call it a rainbow method because essentially we're creating a rainbow to go over. But it is distributive property. We're going to multiply the 3x times x and times negative 5. These are also the exact same things as the first terms and the outside terms, if you notice. Okay? So, instead of having to color code it and everything like that, I'm just going to kind of go through this. What would 3x times x be? 3x squared. Okay? And what would 3x times negative 5 be? Negative 15x. Remember that negative is very important for what we're doing. Okay? So once I've dealt with the very first term, I can then deal with the second term. The second term, also a rainbow type method, we multiply it by the both terms on the other inside the other bracket, which is also known as the inside terms and the last term. So we're actually following the exact same order. Instead, we're just kind of using some arrows instead of writing out an acronym. So, same idea. What is 7 times x? Positive or negative? Good. Positive 7x. And what is 7 times negative 5?
35.
Negative 35. Okay? So again, in many of your questions, it'll say, please expand and simplify. This is the expanding part. Okay? If you notice, the question got much larger. We dropped all the brackets, and we've expanded this question. The next step would be to what? No, I'm spelling that way. L-I-F-Y. Okay. So, we're going to collect our like terms. What are the 2 like terms here? That's right. The negative 15 and the positive 7. So, we're going to collect or simplify those 2 like terms. 3x squared stays the same. What is negative 15 plus 7?
Negative 8.
Negative 8, don't forget that x, minus 35. So, exact same thing we did before, but we just kind of did it in fewer steps. Instead of using the FOIL method, we use something called the rainbow method for this.